All right, guys. So I want to do this quick little review. It's been a minute since I talked about. Well, it hasn't been too long, about a good week. So it's been a good minute since I talked about my adventures of Superman and my adventures with Superman. Okay, I'm about to say Lois. See. So this was the last episode, episode 10. Let me talk to you about this. There were some good things. There were some bad things. This episode was very rushed. You could tell. Um, I'm happy he's getting season two. I did not like that they kind of revealed that General Lane was the one capturing Clark in the last episode because they had a lot of stuff going on this episode. It was like the reveal of General Lane, the evasion, pre evasion type of thing. Uh, Clark finding out that there's alternate version of him that are bad. It's like they were doing a lot too much in this episode. I feel like if they would have had one more episode or had one episode, or excuse me, if they would have had a episode that was 45 minutes, they could have had enough time to do all these stories they were or all these things they were building up to a little bit justice. And I think that was a problem because 22 minutes they were doing too much. If it's two, I think they can get away with it. If it's one, it's fine. But three, that's a lot, and that's not enough time for them to actually digest. I did like the fact every time. I like the fact that General Lane did uh, come to terms that what he was doing was wrong. I like the fact that um, uh, um, Clark and his real father relationship is still out there, still not good due to the fact that his dad's still talking to Kryptonian. Clark's like, no, it's like he's just not understanding. I also like the fact that Lois is like becoming her own. Like I said, Lois is the MVP of the show. She really is. She's becoming her own in this show. Also like the fact that Jimmy got some money now, so he doesn't have to do all these vlog videos no more. Jimmy actually is a likable character too, even though he's black, and I'm not a big fan of the race swapping. This works, I think, because we have enough character development with him, and he doesn't come off very. The thing about Jimmy and Lois, they play their role and they play it very good. It's like literally they wrote these characters to do that. They don't outshine Superman, but they do their role so well that if they decide to do a spinoff with just those two without Clark, I can probably see myself watching it with these characters, not nobody else. Especially Lois. I think Lois is like very MVP. She becoming her own. She's not she's not the damsel in distress, but she's not the person that will. Let me say this about Lois. She has a mixed version of the Lois from Smallville and a, a version of Lois from Superman, the first Superman film, and you could tell there's a lot of influence from those two characters, those two versions of Lois. Thank God they didn't copy Amy Adams Lois. I can't stand that Lois. Oh, I love Adams as a director, but she was not Lois. Hell, they would have been better off calling her Mary Jane 2.0 or something. Oh Lord, I don't know what Zach was thinking about that one. But anywho, it's what it is. But like I said, I do enjoy it. It's gotten this was my show to watch every week. Literally, you guys know I was having those reviews out because this was a a joy to watch. Um, this episode was a good solid 3 out of 5. Like I said, I have my complaints with them doing so much in the episode, and I think like they needed more time, and I think it would have been a 4 or 5. The series as a whole, I'll probably do another review of it, but as a series as a whole, since we got this far, it's a solid. Uh, I'll go with an 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 because I enjoyed it a lot. Literally, I sat there and enjoyed myself. There's some problems with it that can bring it down to a 7, but it's very watchable. I had my issues with a lot of the villains getting the technology, but I'm starting to see what they're used for. I believe those were Brainiac techs, and I believe Brainiac, spoiler alert, if you saw the after credit scene or the end credit scene or whatever you want to call it, Brainiac and Neil before Zod will be returning. Uh, well, not returning, but will be debuting next season. I don't know how I feel about Zod, but I'm down with Brainiac. Brainiac is one of my favorite villains and also one of the best villains for Superman. There's certain characters that can make Superman just test his limit as a human, and that is Darkseid and that is Brainiac. Brainiac's more so of his history with Krypton, which I think we're starting to get that history with him and Krypton. So you will get to see him duke it out with Brainiac. and Brainiac might even be the one that can break Superman into the evil fold if you get what I'm saying. Um, but yeah, I enjoyed it. This is great. If you guys have not seen My Adventures of Superman, please go check it out. I strongly, highly recommend you. This is a show for Superman fans. If you're not a Superman fan, it may not be for you, but it's very good. Um, I would say this: not Amy, she's on bright. Lois Lane arguably is the best character in the show. Then Jimmy, then Clark for me. Literally, yeah. Superman, the problem with Superman, he's still becoming his own, and he doesn't really know how to do. He's still learning, and that's why I can't make him the best character. Lois is learning, but I see the most development she had, and Jimmy just as Jimmy. Like I said, they play their roles. They play their roles well. I love how the writers are written them, and it is what it is. So I got nothing else to say. As always, guys, like, subscribe, peace, have a Johnson day. If you are new to the channel because of these reviews, stay tuned. I will be doing more videos of my adventure with Superman, my adventure with Superman. I'm about to say Lois. And hey, season 2, I'm there.